Today we're making chocolate torte, my husband's favourite cake because it's his birthday, but we're doing it in a wheat-free version. And very simple, you're making a 2-egg sponge. I used to make a 3-egg sponge, so it's exactly the same, only everything is 3 instead of 2. And we're going to be using, on the top of it, 350 ml of fresh cream and 200 grams of chocolate. So we're going to have 2 eggs, nice free range, organic, 2 ounces caster sugar, 2 ounces of your favourite free from white flour mix. First I'm going to grease this tin, the kind that you can take flaps the bottom out of. It'll be clear later while we're doing that, so we just tiny bit of butter. So this isn't exactly a cake for people who are on dairy free. But if you wanted to, instead of the cream and chocolate on the top, you could put a soy and chocolate custard. Put the eggs into a glass just to make sure there's no shell, all clean. The shells will of course go into the compost. 2 ounces of sugar. I should know in this day and age what that is in grams, but it's one of those recipes that's easy because everything is 2 eggs, 2 ounces sugar, 2 ounces flour. Or like I said, 3 of everything. Now, the important thing about this is that these are whisked until they form an 8. So that's going to take about 5 minutes. Now you can see that holds an 8. So that's how you want it. Okay. So then we want to add 2 ounces of flour, but we don't, unlike other cakes, it's very important you don't just plop it all in. We're just going to sieve in about half of it at a time, maybe even just a third. And we just fold it all in very carefully. Can you see that there? Now the last bit of flour. Now, put this into our pre-greased tin. This one is 7 inches. It's about right, or 18 centimeters. Wouldn't matter if it was slightly wider, maybe by an inch or so. Not one to waste anything. That should be all nice and flat. I'm going to put it into our preheated oven. Remove that bit there, just in case, be fussy. 200 degrees centigrade. I'm going to cook that for 20 minutes. Okay, timer's gone for 20 minutes. Check it out. That's how it looks. I'll check it. Should be, that's quite firm. I'm just going to let it cool here for a few minutes before we try and take it out. Okay, now we need to take it out of the tin carefully. If this had a wheat flour, it would be higher. Now we're going to wash this for the next stage. So now for the top part of the cake, while the bottom part is cooling, we're going to melt some chocolate. So we put a very small amount of water in the bottom of a small pot. The most important thing is that the pot doesn't touch, the bowl doesn't touch the water. Whoever created this recipe, I wrote it down from a TV program years and years ago. They obviously knew what weight chocolate came in and what was the size of a packet of fresh whipped cream, because they just use exactly the amount that they put 2 bars of chocolate, 200 grams, and then 350 mils of fresh cream. So you never want it to get too hot down here. So we have it on hot at the moment, but we'll turn it down in a minute. The quality of any chocolate cake depends on the chocolate you buy, so it's really down to your personal preference or your personal beliefs. Fair trade, organic. Whatever's important to you. Yeah, just gonna let that melt away. Now that's all nicely melted. Turn off the heat. And I'm going to mix in the cream. Readily whipped cream. It comes exactly the amount you need for the recipe, so really no point in killing yourself buying cream and whipping it when this is what works every time. Really a cake just for special occasions, this amount of cream. Not something to indulge in too often. Basically just make the cream disappear. But I'm not bashing it either, because that would undo all the work of having whipped cream. Okay, now take the cake, just cool down, put it back into the tin, which is why we cleaned it. Just put a little bit of grease around the top so the chocolate doesn't stick. Now that's all even, it should be even, not like white bits here and dark bits there, there. Don't have to be too thorough about cleaning the bowl, you'll always find helpers with that later. Just smooth it out. Now, to see if that's hot or cold. That's cool enough now to go in the fridge, otherwise we'd have to go into a cool room. So then go straight into the fridge. Now, voila. You can use very rich, so you really only need a small slice at a time.